Hey Capricorn, you're very welcome to your timeless finances and love reading. So I'm Steph, guys. If you're new to my channel, thanks for checking out the video and you're very welcome here. And as always, welcome back to my beautiful subscribers. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anyone else the spirit may guide to listen into this reading. The finances and love reading will be timestamped in the description box, guys, and I'm going to give a little introduction of the cards I will be using. So we're going to use the Rider-Waite deck and the Angel of Abundance Oracle deck for your finances, and then for love, for the overall energies, whether you're single, coupled, married, dating, or somewhere in between, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. And then we'll use the little miniature love oracle deck for extra insight. Then we will take a card for those of you that are in a relationship, and a card for those of you that are looking for love from the Tarot of the Heart Major Arcana deck. And then for some spiritual guidance, we will use the Crazy Sexy Love Notes. So with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get into your messages. So Capricorn, you're very welcome to your finances reading, and we're going to use past, present and future spread, and past energies may pertain to a past life issue that might be coming up here and affecting you in your finance and abundance. Looking at present energy and then future energy. So next we're going to take some extra guidance around past, present and future for your finances and abundance using the little Angel of Abundance Oracle deck here. Okay Capricorn, so let's see what cards are coming forward for you guys in the past position. We have the Nine of Swords, so this is a lot of worry and anxiety and stress that can keep you from being able to rest easily at night. So in a past life you may have had constant worry about your money, about food. I feel that there was a strong worry, and that's common enough. I mean, I'm from Ireland, and in our history, and I know I lived past lives in the time of the famine, and feeding yourself was the biggest concern of the time. And it does feel like that some of you may have a past life connection to the Irish famine, which is very interesting that that's coming up here. And even connections to County Clare, which I also have connections to County Clare, where I lived there in a past life in the time of famine. So there is definitely some soul family energies here in this reading. So it does feel like that our mind can become our own worst enemy, and we have all of this excessive worry and fears and concerns over where we're going to get our next meal or how we're going to pay that bill that comes in. And it creates a lack mentality. It creates an energy of worry. And when you worry about money and finances, and when you worry about your abundance, it brings about more issues that you can worry about. So it's a very tricky energy to navigate, because we all hear the good old thing of positive thinking and things like that. But it's a lot easier to kind of say those things, and it takes a lot of focus and effort and a strong mind to combat times of worry and fear, to put them into positive thinking and positive actions and intentions. But I do feel like that when we get into the Nine of Swords, it is our mind playing tricks on us. It's the excess worry that causes a lot of health problems as well. Stress is a major factor in our health overall as humans. So let go of guilt. So when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So Capricorn, it really is about drawing a line in the sand here and moving forward. And you can ask your angels and guides to assist you in letting go of guilt that may stem from past life issues or issues in your past overall in this lifetime, and working on forgiveness. So I mean, if you felt like you weren't provided for or cared for, or you done something that you regret that you done in the past, learn from learn from it, so it's not a mistake. It becomes a lesson that you can grow stronger and wiser through. But right now, you should know that you're entitled to prosperity and abundance and success. And if you have deep rooted guilt around those energies, it can certainly block your abundance and your ability to enjoy your success as well. So if they have been issues for you, Capricorn, meditate in cutting the cords that attach you to those negative emotions and thoughts, so that you can be more positive in your thinking. And also subliminal messaging is very powerful, and binaural beats, you can like look up binaural beats for success and abundance. You can look up subliminal messages for self-esteem and self-worth, for success and happiness in your life here. So the present energy is the Eight of Swords. So it's a limiting belief system or a restriction from other people's mindsets and opinions and ideas. So just because they can't see a way forward doesn't mean that there isn't a way forward. There is a sense of feeling trapped or stuck in a rut and not being able to navigate the terrain, because you might be refusing to see the problems or the issues. And if this is attached to people that you associate with, that you spend time with, and they're always talking about their problems, or they're always talking about lack and worry and fear, this hinders your energy also. So you have to ask yourself, are you restricting yourself or limiting yourself from your own thoughts and perceptions? And are the perceptions and ideas and words of other people limiting you also and causing restrictions in your energy, where you can have successful security and stability in your finances? But it does feel like that something may have blindsided you or coming out of left field here, and you're unsure of how you're going to navigate this difficult terrain. But the wisdom of the Eight of Swords is that your situation isn't helpless or hopeless, that you always have a choice. You always have the power to choose a different direction, to make a different choice, to master your mind and grab a hold of your thoughts so that they don't railroad you and trap you in fear or into a self-sabotaging state of mind here. And you have words of abundance, so this is absolutely clarifying what I just said overall, that it is very simple to say that the power of our mind and our power to manifest through positive actions and intentions and thoughts and feelings. But it is true. It is a vibration that we send out to the universe. So you have to address how you are thinking and speaking about your finances and your prosperity overall. So you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in a loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So you're also entitled to receive. So maybe there's issues around your feeling of entitled to receive abundance, your entitlement to be happy, to be stable and secure. And remember, when you receive, you have the ability then to give to others, but you can't give to someone from an empty tap. You have to have the ability and self-love and self-value and worth to know you deserve to receive this abundance in all shapes and forms in life, and then that puts you in a greater position to help others on their journey also, if you so wish and choose to do so. So right now in this present moment, it's a gratitude list, it's positive affirmations and deep rooted negative energies that are got to do with guilt and worry that you need to release. So that's something that you can work on immediately if you haven't already been working on it. Today is a great day to start meditating, cutting those cords that attach you to the negativity so that you can heal the energies and bring about the flow of abundance back into your experience here. So as we move into the present, and we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is small steps towards an aim. It's the first step that you can take. It's also an opportunity of investment and learning something new or investing into yourself. There can be something got to do with studying or learning a new skill as well, or sharing your talents and skills to the world by taking the first initiative, the first action step forward, but being very practical and methodical in your approach as well, being very grounded in your approach overall. There might also be a small amount of finances or resources coming in for you that you can utilize and harness to pay dividends for you in the future. So when we invest in our education now, when we invest in personal and professional growth now, that pays off in the future, in the long term. So you have to look at maybe a childhood dream or a skill or a talent that you used to love doing when you were younger, not exactly when you were a child, but 5 years ago or when you were younger, at some stage in your life, this is something that you enjoyed doing. It was something that you had to offer the world, and utilizing those skills will greatly benefit your ability to manifest stability and security in your finances. But I do feel like the Page of Pentacles is talking about the need to take the first step towards achieving a goal or an aim, or setting something into motion that will pay off for you in the future. And you have released jealousy. So jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. But you need to do the work as well. And if you have been working really, really hard and you're coming up against roadblocks, then releasing this jealousy or envy energy, and that can be deep rooted as well. And again, working with Archangel Michael to cut those cards, and knowing that you're entitled to invest in yourself, you're entitled to have the prosperity, but you do need to take the first steps. You do need to put the effort in and do the work that will bring you and move you forward, even if it's one step at a time. Go with that pace. Don't try and do too much at once. Do the first thing. It's like for me, when I'm doing readings, I'll break them down into 2 readings at a time, or 2 or 3 readings a day, and eventually by the end of the 3rd or 4th day I have all 12 readings done, and I can post them up on YouTube for you guys. But I break everything down into a small, practical, methodical approach, and this is what I feel will greatly benefit you here, guys. So I do hope that this part of the reading, your finance and abundance reading, will help you in some way, Capricorn. So welcome, Capricorn, to your love part of the reading, and we're going to do past, present and futures of the overall energies around your love life. We're getting some extra clarification and insight using the little miniature love oracle cards. So past, present and future energies for Capricorn in their love lives. And then some extra clarification and insight into past, present and future. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what cards are coming up for you guys in the love reading. So your 3rd eye chakra is governed and enhanced by the Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron is a very powerful archangel, and it comes to your personal vision, your power of visualization, and even clairvoyant energy, where you can, like, a lot of vivid dreams or a lot of foresight, got to do with flashes in the mind, movies that play in your mind's eye. But overall, it's projecting you into the future about what your personal vision is, and are you in alignment? Is your romantic partner in alignment with that personal vision that you hold for the future here? So some of you Capricorns and a lot of you guys would have probably felt the awakening or the ascension of your 3rd eye chakra, possibly working with Archangel Metatron here in the past to help you get a clearer vision of what love means for you, and what love looks like to you, and what type of partner and things like that. So what do you want for your future when it comes to your romantic life here, and how you can manifest that life by holding a vision for it? It's not about being over rigid or controlled, but it's about having the bigger picture of what matters to you and the direction you want to go in here. So let's get some extra information. And we have the chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So you might have been the chaser, or you might have been dealing with a chaser in a twin flame relationship here. But this is where it comes back to finances again, and stability and security. It's important that we find that within ourselves, within our own lives, so that we don't end up in codependent relationships. And certainly I have Scorpio, South Node, Taurus, North Node, and in the last couple of years, I realized that one of my major soul lessons was to overcome the fear of abandonment. And throughout my life, there was lots of experiences where I did feel that sense of abandonment, in particular to my twin flame, who just walked out of my life with no real explanation after like 16, 17 months. And that was like 13 years ago, and I still don't fully understand why that happened. But that's their issue, and it triggers something in us. And we don't want to follow people because we want to be codependent on them. We truly want to have value and stand on our own 2 feet, and accept when a person or situation doesn't match the vision that we have for ourselves and our future. And if somebody is dragging you into a codependent relationship, well, you're being guided to see where that's coming from, and how you can not be codependent in a relationship by being reliant on yourself, by learning to love yourself, by being comfortable in your own company, being able to provide for yourself, pay your own bills, buy your own food, buy your own clothes, pay your own rent. I have found in doing that, in the last 3 years, having a home that's in my name, that I pay the bills for, that everything I have I work for, and I am reliant on myself. And then you can see where codependency has been an issue in relationships in the past. And the minute someone tries to drag me into a codependent situation, even if it's a family member or friend, I'm immediately triggered by that, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm not being self-reliant on someone else. I'm going to be my own best friend. I'm going to be my provider, and I'm going to have security and stability in my life. And then when I come into a romantic connection, that person should enhance my life, and add to it, not take away from it, or try and drag you down so they feel more than and you feel less than because they have issues here. So it does feel like that you have seen these patterns with the third eye. You have awakened to the chaser and the codependent issues and the fear of abandonment issues that needs to be resolved, that is certainly stemming from possibly many past lives where someone may have controlled or dictated your choices, decisions and actions when it comes to finances and your choices in love, and they held all the cards and you were kind of you were at their mercy of when they would give to you, or how safe and secure you felt on the back of their actions here. So the present energy is choose your battles, the Seven of Wands, and you have kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. So Taurus also had this card here in the exact same position, and choose your battles is very much as it says, it's the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is the ability to create healthy boundaries, learning to assert yourself and saying no to demanding people and situations, but also knowing when to let something go, and knowing when to stand your ground, and knowing when to let something go. So there might be a strong defense mechanism energy going on in your love life here, and in order to kind of, you don't have to break down your walls. You should have healthy boundaries, and people should have to show you how much they value and appreciate you and love you through their actions. So words are easy to come and go. It's the actions that's what matters. And sometimes we can become so wounded and defensive that we don't allow anybody in, that we have our barriers up so high. But now is the time to look at the people who are willing to work with you and meet you halfway. In your love life, it's about, yes, having those healthy boundaries, but not being so rigid, or not being so defensive that you don't allow someone the opportunity to have their point of view and their perspective, and you can have your own. Sometimes we will agree and sometimes we won't, but ultimately it's about pettiness versus what truly matters. So if you're constantly in a battle with someone and they're constantly being petty or undermining you in some way, this is a person that has a lot of ego and a lot of issues. I mean, Capricorn, we all have issues, but it does feel like that you do look for, and you are really wanting this unconditional love. You're wanting this balance of give and take, where there's reciprocity, where there's an equal level of affection and effort being put forward. So don't allow someone to drain your energy or take from you. This is you striving towards having those balanced relationships, and knowing when someone is a codependent and when you are in a healthy dynamics of give and take, where two people support each other and have each other's backs, and are not going to throw in the towel at the side of the first argument or the side of the first time. Apologies for that interruption, Capricorn, but I do feel like that if you allow yourself to be able to let down those defenses in some way, that there is an energy here that you can open to unconditional love. You can open to a healthy balance of giving and receiving affection, and even fall in love here. And if you are currently in a relationship, it's about overcoming the past issues that have caused challenges or arguments, and embracing how much you truly love that person, and even falling in love all over again can be possible as well. So let's see the future and reach out. Yes, Three of Pentacles. This is a card of support, okay? Not only is it support from a love in romance, but it's the friends and family your community, your networking with groups of people. So there might be a lot of challenges that you have faced here and issues that you face, and you're called upon now to look and ask for the support of others, and don't allow ego or pride to get in the way. Three of Pentacles is about cooperation and working together as part of a team. So if you are in an existing relationship, it's seeking out the support of your family and friends, your partner, and trying to work together to overcome the issues as a team. Cooperation is important here as well. But overall, if you are single or you have gone through a challenging relationship or issues of the past, this is reminding you that there are people that love and care about you. And if you don't feel that, there are support groups, there are networks, charities and organizations that can also be there as a support to you. But you're kind of the hands of other people reaching out and accepting the help is the most important thing here, I feel, with this Three of Pentacles. And healing hearts, so healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. So you can still have unconditional love, you can still have a healthy relationship, but it's about knowing when something is worth fighting for and knowing when to let it go and release it. And it's all about healing your heart and resolving the issues, doing that shadow work as well that might have kept you in a toxic relationship or some sort of an addiction or pattern of behavior. Archangel Raphael is very powerful in helping you heal your heart chakra there, Capricorn. So let's get a message for those of you that are in a relationship at the time of this reading. And we have the World card coming in here. So universal love. On the World card, a female dancer is encircled by an oval garland representing the mandala or cosmic egg, signifying heaven on earth. Like love that is never ending, the egg symbolizes both completeness and new life. In the four corners are the angel, eagle, lion and bull, icons of the Christian evangelists who indicate protection. The world brings happy endings, lasting love and deep appreciation for those who matter to you. In a relationship, this is a time to celebrate love and to share your bliss with friends and family. A wedding or anniversary sees others acknowledging and supporting your partnership. In a wider sense, you may set out on an adventure with your beloved and achieve a treasured goal. Whatever your situation, you find universal love. So there is the ability to be able to overcome these issues here in an existing relationship, and the support of friends and family can help you do that, absolutely. So now let's get a message for the beautiful Capricorns that are looking for love. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is very, very beautiful energy. And we are in, this is Scorpio season that I'm doing this reading in, but I do feel like the 10th, the 10th, so from October through December might be quite significant for the single, for those looking for love. The wheel symbolizes fate and the flux of the universe. The cosmic wheel is the earth itself, and here features the four holy creatures of Revelation that represent the evangelist, the angel, eagle, lion, and bull. As well as indicating success, the upper arch of the wheel also represents the light of consciousness, while the dark underside represents the subconscious, the two halves that make us human. When the wheel turns, the whole of destiny is at work. If you're looking for love, you can look forward to an upturn in love potential. It may come as a relief to know that change will come regardless, particularly if you have been networking non-stop but not meeting anyone romantically. Be sensitive to the synchronicity around you. Love is faded. Whatever your situation, romance takes a turn for the better. So that's very, very beautiful, guys. And now we're going to move on to your spiritual guidance. And I would just like to say thank you for taking the time to watch the reading. Thank you to those who take the time to like, comment, share, and or subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Much love and gratitude to you. So what is the spiritual guidance for Capricorn? Accept compliments. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off, play it down, or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share in a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak in it superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence building soul vitamins. You are worthy of praise. So, my beautiful Capricorns, I do hope that this message will help you guys on your journey in some way. Take care.